Hi there, and thanks for logging on to our week-ending episode of CBT News Online from beyond the pages of the New Sunday Times Motoring Pulau. We have some follow-up news on the Saab Bank of China deal and Chevy Volt spontaneous combustible batteries. But we start on an electrifying note. Not literally, of course. Just over a month ago, EV tri-wheel Aptera was promising a rebirth with the Aptera 2.0. Sadly, the promise will not be kept as the company announced it is closing its doors effective immediately. President and CEO Paul Wilbur wrote they are out of resources. The company was talking to the US Department of Energy because it was asking for advanced technology vehicle manufacturing loan. Aptera was recently given a conditional commitment letter of a $150 million loan, but it could not find the required matching funds to actually collect the money, even though Aptera was still raising money during the summer. A few days after the announcement, 4 videos have surfaced showing what it is understood to be the destructive aftermath following the closure. Without knowing for certain what's happening, the video appears to depict employees or former employees laughing as they trash prototype body shells of the 3-wheeled hyper-efficient vehicle. Oh, it just hurts my heart. Okay, now for a glimpse into the future of air-free tires. Bridgestone set a demo booth at the recent Tokyo Motor Show highlighting its new design of Airless tires. But don't whip up your credit cards just yet as they are still in the R&D phase. At the moment, these tires can hold the weight of about 150 kilos each, still a long way from supporting even a little kanchal with passengers. Still, if this is the future of air-free tires, we say bring it on. This is CBT News Online from beyond the pages of the New Sunday Times Motoring Pulau. Spontaneous combustion concerns weeks after a crash is prompting General Motors to spend about $1,000 per Chevy Volt to fix it. The proposed fixes would cost a total of $9 million and would likely include reinforcements around vulnerable areas of the car's battery pack, lamination of electric circuitry, and a better protection for the coolant system to stop leaks. Despite the fire risks, US traffic and safety regulatory bodies have said that they have no plans to change their safety ratings for the Volt. Both organizations gave Chevy's electric car top marks for safety after initial crash testing. Meanwhile, Volt owners have been offered loaner cars while the automaker investigates a solution and has also vowed to buy back Volts from any owners who no longer want the cars due to safety concerns. So far, a couple of dozen Volt owners have taken up GM's offer on the repurchase. Following up on another news item we featured earlier this week, Saab Automobile is in discussions with Zhejiang Yangmen Lotus Automobile and a Chinese bank to secure loans that it needs in the next few days to avert bankruptcy. After the Bank of China announced that it was going to take up a large stake in Saab, the company is in the headlines once more. The car maker needs to borrow about 600 million euros and is talking to Yangmen representatives in Stockholm today. Unlike Saab's earlier agreements with Yangmen, this deal would not involve the Chinese manufacturer taking a stake in Saab, which would allow the transaction to proceed without the approval of former owner General Motors. GM, which licenses technology to Saab, has disapproved of previous deals in which Yangmen would take up ownership. The district court in southwestern Sweden is likely to rule next week on today's application by its administrator to end Saab's court-administered reorganization. End-to-end F1 news in the off-season. Formula One bosses have announced an unchanged calendar for 2012 despite continuing doubts over the races in United States and Bahrain. The revived US race, due to take place on a new track in Austin, Texas, had been given a deadline of this week to raise money to pay the sanctioning fee. Meanwhile, there are concerns about the wisdom of racing in Bahrain next April because of continuing civil unrest. If Bahrain or Turkey, along with Texas and South Korea races do take place, the 2012 season will be the longest in F1 history with 20 races. And that will be it. Should you have any comments or views, join our Facebook page and share them with us. Find us with cars, bikes and trucks. Till next week from the team at CBT, have a great motoring weekend and drive safe.